Hi guys, it's Marco from Vertical. So I would like to introduce you the Wild Country Syncro harness. So I think this product fell under the radar, and that's why I want to talk about it. So this is a really good harness for trad climbers, multi-pitch and big wall. If you do sport climbing, then it's not the best choice. So first, why it's a good harness for trad and multi-pitch and big wall. There's tons of gear loops. So there's a one in plastic right on the front. It's rigid. Then two semi-rigid, and then in the back one soft gear loop. Why it's soft? Because if you sit on the ground, lie on the ground, or on the face of the cliff, then it's more comfortable if it's soft behind. So you have a whole loop too. So of course on the other side it's symmetrical, so same thing. So 3 gear loop. You also have the possibility to put an ice clipper, one on each side right here. So it's also an harness that will be good to for ice climbing. So you can put a lot of load, lots of material on that harness, and if we say big load, we have to have a nice belt. So it's thick, and it's a large belt, and it's rigid. So you have to have those quality in the belt if you want to be comfortable. So now it's a new harness, so it's maybe it will soften it a little bit, but it's clearly like really rigid, really large, and the padding overlap the top of the harness. So if you lie on one side or the other, then your body will not just hit the frame of the belt. So it makes the harness a little bit more comfortable when you move. A very good point, it's the double buckle at the belt. So there's some customers that ask me why some harness have double buckles. So the reason it's simple. It's more easy with 2 buckles, and yes, harness are usually more expensive with 2 buckles because you have to pay for one more buckle. But it made the harness a lot more symmetrical on your body. It's well balanced. So let's say, for example, you choose an harness with 1 buckle. So manufacturer that made those kind of harness with 1 buckle have to made several size. So extra small, medium, extra large, and sometimes double extra large. And your body have to fit in one of those size. So if you in between size, then it's possible that the harness will not be well balanced. So I mean, the gear loop will maybe not be central on your body, and the gear loop, the belly loop, and the gear loop, same thing. So if, for example, I have to tie the buckle too much, then the left gear loop will be more in front, and the right gear loop will be more on my back. And that's mean that sometimes, like the back gear loop on the right side, it's not visible at all. It's just in my back, and the left gear loop will be almost above my legs. So the quick draw will bangs on my leg constantly, and it's annoying, of course. And also, if I put a big load on that harness, then the weight, it's unbalanced. It's not convenient, and it's not comfortable. So having 2 buckles mean that I can stretch both sides same time, same way, and same distance, and everything it's well balanced around my body. Other good thing about that, it's if you buy your harness, usually climbers start climbing with rock climbing, and then if you're in Canada, we have nice ice routes. So maybe if you decided to start ice climbing, then there's a lot more chance that this harness will fit you if for ice too, because we know that when we go in the winter, it's cold, we have to put more layers, we are a little bit bigger. So if the harness you have bought with 1 buckle, you have bought in the summer, it's highly possible that in the winter it will not fit well. So with 2, oh sorry, that's professional. Okay, so so with 2 buckles, there's a lot more chance that this harness will fit for any like season, and you can share it with partners that are a little bit smaller or bigger than you too. So other good thing I want to share, it's I need my lights because there's a vent hole, so we can see when I put the light on. So there's some hole, so very good for ventilation. So I think there's I can feel it. There's also a vent on behind this nylon panel. So, but of course I don't think so the air will penetrate well, but I can feel the hole, so maybe it's contribute a little bit. So yeah, this is the new generation of the Syncro harness, and I have here the old generation. So I just want to explain the difference between both. So if you have this harness, you will probably agree with me. Okay, Wild Country at that time made most of their harness with the same material and the same design and shape. So I think that shape, it's still the Syncro with 3 buckles, but the shape and the material was more efficient for sport climbing. So it's very thin and it's really soft. Okay, it's really soft. So good for sport climbing, but when we rack all the gear on the gear loops in the harness, it became more heavy. It was a bit uncomfortable. So that's one of the downside with the old generation. The other downside, it's gear loop all are closer from each other. So it's possible to clip 2 gear loop with 1 carabiner. So this is a big HMS carabiner, and it's clean nose. But if you have a little bit smaller carabiner without the clean nose, so the hook is just grabbing, and usually your other gear on that gear loop will put weight and put the gear loop down. So it's become like annoying to unclip. So that was the main downside of the old generation. So as you can see with the new one, the gear loop are well separate, and the thickness and the height of the belt is just not comparable. So there's a huge difference. So it was a good harness. It was the harness I used when rock climbing. I was not use it for ice climbing. But for sure this one will definitively be better. So if you want an harness for ice climbing or trad, milk pitch and big wall, I think you have the right harness. It's a very good harness. So it's available on vertical, and so yeah, if you want to encourage us, you can buy it on our store. So have a nice day, and be safe at the crag. Thank you. Bye.